At St. Peter's Square this morning. It is actually after 3 in the afternoon there right now, but earlier this morning it was full of the faithful for Sunday Mass. The Vatican led a morning Mass. This marks the second day of Nomen Dialis, or 9 days of mourning for the late Pope. They say it's time for Christians to look for peace in the world and in our hearts. Hundreds of thousands of people in Rome alone showed up to honor Pope Francis as he was taken to his final resting place. And now the attention turns to who will succeed him. ABC's Patrick Reeville has more on the historic event and look ahead to the conclave.
The Vatican says over 250,000 people gathered in St. Peter's Square for the funeral mass of Pope Francis. The faithful and world leaders saying farewell to the man many called the People's Pope. Among them, President Trump and Ukraine's President Zelensky. The 266th Pope and first Jesuit elected passed away last Monday, just 1 day after addressing the Easter faithful. Cardinal Giovanni Battista Re, Dean of the College of Cardinals, delivering the homily. He noted how Francis had come among the crowds the day before his death and spoke of his relentless calls to help the poor, refugees and migrants.
Build bridges, not walls, was an exhortation he repeated many times.
Thousands then lining a procession route through Rome, the Pope-mobile converted into a hearse, passing the Colosseum, carrying Francis to St. Mary Major, where he was laid to rest, the first Pope to be buried outside the Vatican in a century. Attention now turning to the carefully orchestrated process of choosing his successor, the papal conclave, an ancient affair shrouded in tradition and secrecy. The process typically takes place 15 to 20 days after the Pope's death. The College of Cardinals will gather inside the Vatican and cut off contact with the outside world. Everyone who's not an elector must leave, and the great doors at the Sistine Chapel closed.
Only the cardinals who are electors, that is, cardinals who are under 80, are allowed inside the Sistine Chapel for the conclave.
When the time comes to vote, each cardinal fills out his ballot in Latin and votes at the altar. After each vote, the ballots are burned and smoke is released from the Sistine Chapel's chimney. Black smoke indicates no one has reached the 2/3 majority required to be elected. White smoke signifies a new pope.